98.7 The Coast.
Good evening, everyone. Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot, and we are live at Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic and a big-time matchup here between Elizabeth, ranked 3rd in the state, and Wildwood Catholic, ranked 5th in the state. And we've got a packed house here at Holy Spirit High School in Absecon. Elizabeth comes in at 5-0. They're wearing the home whites trimmed in black and red. They're coached by Phil Colicchio. Wildwood Catholic wearing the away blacks trimmed in blue and white.
And Brian, this is a game obviously everybody's really been anticipating since the schedules were put out. And the Seagull, which does a fantastic job to get the guys here at the Seagull Classic, really revitalizing this great tournament, but in their matchups. And, you know, as we know, over the last 2 years or so, Coach Dave DeWeese will play anybody. Well, tonight he's playing Elizabeth.
Three officials on the game. It's Ricky Lipford, Jason Lure, and Steve Selby. And Wildwood and the starters for the two teams: Pascal Doddard, DJ Watkins, Jordan Price, Jaden Pierre, and Gil Morla for Elizabeth. Jaleel White, Martin Angelov, Deshaun Lopez, Jacob Hopping, Taj Sweet for Wildwood Catholic. Matt Ulmer's on the video, and you can watch this on the Coast Sports Today Facebook page, as well as Matt OCNJ on YouTube. Wildwood Catholic controls the tip. Here's Jacob Hopping. Goes to Martin Angelov, getting his first start since transferring from Lower Cape May in the middle of last season. Man-to-man defense by Elizabeth. Here's a shot up for 3 by Angelov that's no good. Rebound brought down by Elizabeth. Here comes Doddard. Gets it up to Watkins. Watkins a crossover dribble. Watkins into the paint. Threw a hard pass that went through the legs of the intended teammate. Morla picked up along the far side by Pierre, but he travels.
And that is going to be the first turnover. And again, 7:20 to play here in the opening quarter. A much anticipated matchup.
Here's Lopez. Crossover dribble, spins into the lane and traveled. Deshaun Lopez travels with it. One thing that what we've seen from the last couple of games here at the Seagull is that the floor has been very slippery. They've had multiple stoppages because it's very warm here in the gym at Holy Spirit. Getting away with a carry was Pierre. Kicked it into the corner to Watkins. Watkins comes up top to Jordan Price for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Jacob Hopping. Now it's Angelov on the left wing. Stops. Flips it out high to Jaleel White. Drives to the basket. White lays it up off the glass and in. And the Temple recruit has the first basket of the game, and it's 2-0 Wildwood Catholic.
And that was a good, strong move that time by the senior, the 6'7" White. He did a real good job, got to the basket. And Brian, we saw him against Milvo start to really reestablish his game.
We have an 18-foot jumper taken by Watkins. He misses, but he is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And I believe they're going to whistle that foul on Taj Thweet. That's going to be his first, team's first. And Brian, I'm not pointing out the obvious. That's not a good foul for Thweet to be getting that, as you call it, 18 feet from the basket. And Watkins misses the first free throw.
Second one is good, so it's 2-1 Wildwood Catholic. And they have the basketball. Here comes White. Man-to-man defense by Elizabeth. White spins. Goes back to Angelov. Angelov between the circles, takes the ball to the right. Lost the dribble. Flips it to Hopping. Hopping on the right wing to ball screen from Thweet. Thweet slips the screen. Hopping, double teamed, and steps through it nicely. Got it to Angelov. Down low to Thweet. Kicked across to White. White fakes the 3. Crossover dribble into the paint. Got to the basket and is fouled.
And again, that's what we've been talking about. He was nursing that sore knee to start the season. His first 2 or 3 games, Brian, as we were pointing out to our listeners and viewers, he wasn't as fluid and as smooth. And right there, you saw him make a move from the left side, able to take his man off the dribble and draw that foul.
White's first foul shot is good. 3-1 Wildwood Catholic. One team foul apiece for each team. That foul was called on Gil Morla. That was his first. 5:55 to go first quarter. And Jaleel White makes both, so it's 4-1 Wildwood Catholic on top. Catholic showing some full court pressure here. Here's DJ Watkins working against Jacob Hopping. Watkins up the left side, hesitates. Goes along the baseline, flips it to Price. Price kicks out. In the corner is Watkins. Down the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Hopping. Hopping with the basketball. Lobs it ahead to White underneath the basket. Kicks out to Lopez. White just couldn't gather himself to get a shot. Angelov for three. But that missed badly. Almost banked in. That's not really what his intention was. Here's Angelov again. Baseline drive. Goes to the rim. And gets the friendly roll on the layup.
And that's exactly right there. Like you said, Brian, he missed that last shot badly. But you know what? Shooters, don't worry about it. He was able to get the ball back on that left side. Blew by his man. Used the glass. Laid it up and in. Wildwood Catholic on top, 6-1.
Morla goes down low. Great seal down there by Jordan Price. And he lays it up and in.
And that was a great seal. You know, this Elizabeth team, they're going to look to do a lot of different things, and they move the ball well, as we're seeing.
High post pass Lopez. Now it's White on the left side. Crossover dribble goes to Angelov. Angelov bounces out to Hopping between the circles. Hopping picked up by Watkins. Hopping to the basket, and he is fouled. And Wildwood Catholic will inbound underneath the basket.
And again, going back to that Merva game, we kind of saw a little bit of Jacob Hopping breaking out of his scoring and shooting slump. And right there, that was a nice aggressive move, driving to the basket. He draws that personal foul on Pascal Doddard.
Zaire Beverly checks in for Elizabeth, first sub into the game. Here's Angelov looking in the post, lobs it down to Thweet. Thweet doubled. Kicks it out, Angelov driving, kicking to Thweet. Thweet's floater spins in and out. Rebound brought down by Beverly, and here comes Elizabeth. Across the division line, lobbing down low to Beverly, and a good play from behind by Lopez as he knocked it out of bounds.
Then that was, again, Deshaun Lopez, Brian, showing his athleticism, and he does track back quite well defensively, and he made a nice play there.
Here's a three ball in the corner that's in and out right off the inbound. Floorboard to Martin Angelov. Here comes Wildwood Catholic holding a 6-3 lead. 4 minutes to go first quarter. Angelov between the circles. Left side to Thweet. Thweet on the floor. Goes to White. White top of the key. Tees up a three. Bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net. He had a mismatch with Beverly. Beverly had dropped off of White because he was afraid of the drive, and that left the Temple recruit wide open for the three-pointer. 9-3 Wildwood Catholic.
And that's exactly what happened, and White made him pay.
Here is Doddard. Doddard with the basketball on the right side. Flips it up top to Pierre. Pierre driving, jump stop, blocked by Thweet. Got it back, kicks it out, driving to the basket. Well, great lob pass, and the layup is good. Great lob pass from Doddard over to Jordan Price, and he laid it up and in. 9-5 Wildwood Catholic.
Yeah, and that time Elizabeth did a very good job of keeping their composure, keeping their head. They're not worried about a block shot. You know, they kept their head straight.
Thweet in the post, no good. Rebound brought down by Elizabeth.
This is going to be a physical basketball game.
Driving to the basket on the far side is Pierre. He is fouled, and Elizabeth will have the ball underneath the basket.
And, Brian, I believe they're going to call that on, well, they are going to call it on Jacob Hopping. But I think if Hopping would have kept his hands down, but he had gotten his hands up and made some contact around the shoulder area, if he would have kept his hands down, there would have been no
Here's a steal by the sub, near steal, and then it's stolen right back. And here comes Elizabeth. Jumper on the way is short, and the rebound's out of bounds off of Wildwood Catholic. Tommy Belanson, this is his first game eligible for Wildwood Catholic, transferred from St. Augustine Prep toward the end of last season. Elizabeth to inbound. Got it in the corner to Watkins. In the post, it's loose, still loose. Reverse layup is good by Jordan Price as he picked up the loose ball.
And again, Elizabeth showing patience offensively, moving the ball around, and they find a man inside, and Price finishes.
White guarded by Doddard, got it to Angelov. Angelov picked up by Pierre, goes to Hopping. Hopping kicks out. Balanson fakes a three, steps in, 14-footer, no good. Thweet, the rebound, layup is good.
Ty Sweet looking over at the official. He wanted a little, he wanted a foul. He wanted an and one there, but he got the offensive rebound and he got the putback. 11-7, 1:53 to play first quarter.
We have a foul on Wildwood Catholic out on the perimeter. This will go against Jacob Hopping.
Brian, that's going to be his second.
Yeah, David Zarfati, not sure if he was checking in for Hopping originally, but he is now since Hopping picked up that second foul.
With 1:54 to go here in the first quarter, it's Wildwood Catholic 11.
Here's a layup and a foul.
And that's going to be
that's Beverly on the basket. It'll make it 11-9, and Taj Sweet picks up the foul.
And that's going to be the second personal foul on Thweet. So now Wildwood Catholic with 4 team fouls, but now Thweet and Hopping, 2 starters with 2 fouls each, and Coach Dave DeWeese has got to bring Thweet over to the bench. And the free throw is missed by Zaire Beverly. Wildwood Catholic rebounds, they come down. There's Deshaun Lopez. Lopez to the basket. Lots of contact. He was able to go around Zaire Beverly rather easily. Lopez making a strong move to the basket, draws the foul on Beverly. It's going to be the 3rd team foul against Elizabeth. The 3rd team foul, and Lopez at the line to shoot 2. And nothing but the bottom of the net for Deshaun on his first free throw. And he will get one more. It's not 12-9, Wildwood Catholic on top. Lopez's second, hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Elizabeth to Zaire Beverly. And then Elizabeth looks to push, and they're going to get Jaden Pierre. They're going to call him for a walk. Jaden Pierre. They're going to say that he went up. He went up, and good defensive play by the Crusaders. So it's going to be a turnover against Elizabeth. And Wildwood Catholic now with the ball. Angelo, right side, fires it over to Lopez on the left. Lopez, top of the key. Little penetration, gives it up to White. Foul line extended, right side.
Now it's Tommy Balanson, top of the key for Wildwood Catholic. For our radio listeners on 98.7 The Coast, we do realize we have some technical difficulties. We're working as hard as possible to try to rectify them. Here's a steal as Pierre going the other way, and the 5'11" guard dunks it with the right hand. Here's Lopez on the right wing for Wildwood Catholic.
Jaden Pierre with the slam pulls his team to within 1.
Here is Lopez again, left wing, over to Balanson. Balanson holds the dribble, spins, lost the dribble, goes to White in the corner. Back to Balanson. Balanson stripped, loose on the floor. Doddard lobs it out, and going to the basket and scoring is DJ Watkins. And Elizabeth has its first lead of the game at 13-12.
And again, a good job that time. Elizabeth passing the ball ahead.
There's White driving, White kicking. Balanson corner 3, no good, but a foul.
And obviously that's not a good foul by DJ Watkins. He fouls Balanson after the shot's released, but it's still in the act of shooting, and it's going to be a three-shot foul as Balanson will go to the line. There's 9.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Elizabeth on top, 13-12. Balanson shooting 3. He knocks down the first free throw. He ties the score now at 13. Balanson with his second attempt, nothing but the bottom of the net. And Tommy Belanson will get one more. He just put his team back up by 1 point, 14-13.
Wow, and he made all three.
Shooter's touch right there, Brian. Good roll.
Here comes Elizabeth, 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Pierre into the corner, gets it back, top of the key, drives, floater is short as the buzzer sounds. Wildwood Catholic by 2 back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. And Wildwood Catholic has a 15-13 lead over Holy Spirit, or excuse me, over Elizabeth here at Holy Spirit. And our live video stream brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance for all of your appliance repair needs in Cape May County, 609-368-4444. And here's Elizabeth with the basketball to start the second quarter with Wildwood Catholic ahead by 2. Pierre on the right side goes back out to Watkins. In the corner to Evan Perez, who just checked into the game for the first time. And now it's swung on the right side to Pierre.
Brian, when you look at the statistics for that first
Hold on 1 second, Bud. Watkins in the post, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way is short. Rebound brought down by Lopez.
Again,
White gets it up to Angelov. Angelov tips it back to White in the corner. Belanson for 3. Off the iron, no good. Great offensive rebound by Lopez. Zarfati for 3. In and out. Lopez tips another offensive rebound out to Angelov. And Wildwood Catholic resets. White on the wing, and he traveled.
And right there, again, Brian, like we talk about almost every time we see Deshaun Lopez, his great athleticism, just doing an outstanding job keeping that ball alive, having the presence of mind to tip it out to a teammate, just while Catholic was not able to take advantage as Elizabeth comes back with an opportunity to tie.
Here's a 3 ball on the way that's no good. Long rebound is chased down in the corner by Price, and Elizabeth will have another possession here. Here in the corner is Watkins.
Jordan Price with a great hustle play there, Brian, to track that rebound down.
Watkins goes cross court to Perez. Perez a deep 3. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound Price, no good. And it goes off of Elizabeth and out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Jaleel White did everything correct on that defensive rebounding sequence. And he really drew a foul there as well with that box out. But nonetheless, Wildwood Catholic's able to retain possession as Elizabeth knocked it out of bounds. 6:30 to play, second quarter. And now we got a turnover.
No, it's loose, and Hopping has it. And near steal, he's double teamed. Flips it to Belanson. Belanson looks opposite to White, down low to Lopez. Lopez's layup is good.
Right.
Ball reversal there by Wildwood Catholic against the pressure.
Absolutely, and that's what happened. Belanson went across the court to the left to White. White found Lopez wide open on that left block, and Lopez used the rim and, used the backboard and laid it up and in.
And here is Elizabeth Pierre, and kicks it to Pascal Doddard. Wildwood Catholic in a 2-3 zone here. As Elizabeth working it around the perimeter, with Wildwood Catholic holding a 4-point lead here with 5:40 to go first half. Perez in the corner. Now it's right side to Pierre in the high post. Little jumper is off the rim, no good. Rebound batted around, And the offensive rebound putback is no good by Watkins. And Wildwood Catholic clears the second rebound. Elizabeth playing volleyball on the offensive glass a little bit.
Yes, but Deshaun Lopez again got his hand on the ball, and Belanson did a good job, Tommy Belanson, of getting in there.
White driving, kicking. Belanson for three, no good. And here's Watkins driving for Elizabeth, and the layup is good.
That was
Boardwalk Catholic now with the ball, leading by 2 at 17-15.
And rebounds are Boardwalk Catholic has 11, Elizabeth has 10.
Here is White. White guarded by Doddard. Lost the dribble, got it to Belanson. Belanson holding, nearly lost it. Spins away, got it to Zarfati. Zarfati kicks out to Hopping. Hopping a baseline drive. High post pass to Zarfati. Layup is good.
Good strong move that time by David Zarfati. The junior just did a real good job. And Hopping found him, gave him the ball back with that left block. Zarfati, strong move to the basket. Boardwalk Catholic back up 4, 19-15.
Elizabeth with the basketball. Here is Doddard driving baseline, blocked by White and out of bounds, and Elizabeth will have the basketball. Beverly for Elizabeth, then Church and Tosh Thweet for Boardwalk Catholic back into the game.
4:02 to play here in the second quarter. And Coach DeWeese is relying on his seniors to play smart with Thweet and Jacob Hopping, both with 2 personal fouls and back in the game.
Here is Elizabeth working the ball around the perimeter against this 2-3 zone by Boardwalk Catholic. Driving the baseline is Pierre. His floater goes off the side of the backboard. Rebound Beverly. Dips in, kicks back out to Pierre along the baseline, who hits a slicing Watkins, and his 17-foot jumper from just inside the top of the key is good.
I'll tell you what, that was good, tenacious, hitting the boards again, and good ball movement by Elizabeth to find the open man. And Watkins buries that little jump shot just inside the foul line.
Here's White, bounces over to Lopez. Lopez with the basketball. And he holds the dribble, hands off to White, top of the key. White down the lane, stripped, but is fouled. And they're going to say it was before the shot, so Boardwalk Catholic will have it underneath. Again, buddy, we talked about, Jaleel White coming off that knee injury from the summer, and he's, with each passing game, showing more and more explosiveness.
Yes, absolutely. And as you said the other night, he finally took off that knee brace.
Lopez gets it into Hopping. Hopping picked up by Watkins. Flips it over to White. White behind Thweet's ball screen. Crossover dribble, slips and falls, but the ball goes to Thweet. Dips in, no good. Tipped up, no good, and the rebound's brought down by Price of Elizabeth. Watkins, top of the key, kicks in the corner to Pierre. Pierre traveled with it.
Yeah, that time Pierre, he was thinking right baseline drive, and then he was cut off and tried to do a little crossover, change hands to go back to the middle of the floor, but he was caught with a little bunny hop, and therefore whistled for the travel.
Here comes Hopping with Boardwalk Catholic holding a 2-point lead. 2:35 to go in the first half. Here's Thweet, top of the key, squares for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Pierre. Pierre running for Elizabeth. Pierre stops at the left elbow. His jumper is good. And we're tied at 19. Jaden Pierre with the 12-foot jumper. Hopping, trying to get around a man. Got into the paint. Shovels off to Thweet. Thweet couldn't handle the pass. And Elizabeth comes up with the loose ball. Here's Watkins looking to give his team the lead. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. Got it back. Now on the left side, 3 ball on the way. Spins in and out by Price. And Thweet clears the rebound for Boardwalk Catholic.
And we're tied at 19 at 1:52 to go here in the first half. Boardwalk Catholic with the ball. White. Big move down the lane, spins back out.
Thweet is fouled. No, we have a jump ball. We have a foul.
No, we got to jump. I'm sorry, we got a foul. The official under the basket comes out and whistles the foul on Elizabeth. It's going to be 2 shots for Thweet, Brian. And Thweet, his first trip to the foul line, he only has 2 points thus far.
No good on the free throw. He's been a very good free throw shooter so far this season.
He was a little anxious on that right there. He rushed that. That ball was barely in his hands when he let it go.
Thweet at the line again. That second one is good. So Wildwood Catholic's up 20-19. Showing some pressure here.
And that last foul was on Zyree Beverly, his second.
Here's Pierre against Lopez. Comes up across the division line as Wildwood Catholic switches to man-to-man. Right side Watkins. Watkins behind his screen. Drive on the baseline, missed the layup. Rebound loose on the floor. And it's still loose. Coming out of there is Jaleel White, and Wildwood Catholic calls a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast.
Take some time to start taking care of yourself with a little help of the Avalon Department of Recreation. Avalon offers exciting, fun, energizing programs to help you keep fit or begin a journey to a better you. Aerobics are offered Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at Avalon Community Hall. Or try Move and Groove Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. Avalon also offers Sit and
There it is.
chair yoga for seniors. And if line dancing is your thing, come to Avalon Mondays.
All right, we are back at Holy Spirit High School. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 20-19. Wildwood Catholic is on top of Elizabeth, and they have the basketball with 1:15 to go in the half.
Elizabeth showing full court pressure. Catholic breaks the pressure. Jaleel White with the ball.
And he backs it away against man-to-man defense. Gets a ball screen from Thweet. Takes the ball to the right. Kicks out. 3-ball on the way. Is off the back iron. No good. And we have a foul called against White. And Elizabeth will on the rebound, and Elizabeth will get the basketball.
And that's going to be the first personal foul on Jaleel White, Brian. His first, just the team's 5th. So with 57 seconds left to play, it is now 20-19. Wildwood Catholic on top. Elizabeth with the ball.
Perez, bad pass. If Lopez was looking for the ball, he would have had an easy steal. Here's a 3 on the way. It's off the iron. No good. Rebound Thweet. Thweet does a good job of stepping through a double team there. And now with 35 seconds left in the period, here's Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Angelov over to White. White holds, flips it over to Angelov. Possession arrows in Wildwood Catholic's favor. Here's White, lost it, and it's stolen away by Perez. Perez gets it up the floor quickly. 18-foot jumper is missed, and here comes Thweet. Thweet got it to White. White to the basket. He's stripped. Picks up the loose ball on the wing. 6 seconds to go in the period. Here's Angelov driving, kicking, and it goes out of bounds. And Wildwood Catholic won't get off a shot here. Matter of fact, Elizabeth will have possession with 8/10 of a second left in the half. Inbound pass is brought in, and the buzzer sounds. At the end of one half, it is Wildwood Catholic 20 and Elizabeth 19 here at the Seagull Classic. We'll take a 4-minute timeout on the radio. Back after this for the halftime report on 98.7 The Coast.
It's high school basketball on 98.7 The Coast.
All right, we are back at Elizabeth, back with Elizabeth and Wildwood Catholic at Holy Spirit High School at the Seagull Classic. 20-19, Wildwood Catholic leading Elizabeth. Kind of a sloppy first half. Wildwood Catholic with 7 turnovers, Elizabeth with just 3. Elizabeth got off 9 more shots, but shot both teams shooting the same percentage, 33% from the floor. And just so our listeners on 98.7 The Coast know, we do know we have some technical difficulties. We are trying to work through them. You can watch the game on the Coast Sports Today Facebook page, and the audio there, from what we understand, is fine. You can also watch it on Matt Ulmer's YouTube page as well. And Buddy has the halftime stats.
And Brian, excuse me. Excuse me. You know, the halftime stats, as you said, both teams are shooting 33% from the floor. Catholic is 6 for 18, Elizabeth 9 for 27. Where Wildwood Catholic has the advantage, they are 7 for 9 from the foul line. Elizabeth is just 1 of 3. So that's giving Wildwood Catholic the advantage as far as why they're up by 1 point. And the rebounding, Catholic has 16 rebounds, Elizabeth 15. And offensively, it's 7 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds for Elizabeth. Wildwood Catholic with 5 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds. And then the other big stat you talked about, the Crusaders have turned it over 7 times, and Elizabeth just 3. Wildwood Catholic has blocked 3 shots. Elizabeth has not blocked any shots. So this next 16 minutes, it's going to be very important for Wildwood Catholic to come out and still set the tone and keep that momentum. Yeah, and obviously, Brian, they got to start shooting the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have combined to go 1 for 15 from 3-point range. You know, Jaleel White made his only attempt. No one else in the game has made a 3.
Elizabeth's 0 for 7, and as you said, Catholic 1 for 8. So, you know, and again, Catholic getting to the foul line and making their free throws, being 7 of 9. That's been a big advantage. So, hey, we got 16 minutes of basketball left to play here in this second half. And again, Wildwood Catholic needs to take better care of the ball, do a better job keeping Elizabeth off the offensive glass, and they got to raise their shooting percentage.
All right, so Wildwood Catholic with the 1-point lead. It's interesting because there's a lot of offense in that first quarter, 15-13. Wildwood Catholic had the advantage, and then the teams combined for only 11 points in that second quarter. So it is a 20-19 lead for Wildwood Catholic. This is the last of 8 games here today, and the Wildwood girls were the only other Cape May County team to play today. They won against Holy Spirit 61-48, and last night Middle Township's boys lost an overtime game to Mater Dei. Middle Township girls beat Atlantic City for John Leahy's 300th career coaching win.
Well, the Wildwood Warriors, the Lady Warriors, they started today with a victory, 61-48. Let's see if Wildwood Catholic can end the day with a victory.
All right, so it is Wildwood Catholic on defense to start the second half. As Wildwood Catholic will be on offense to start the second half, moving from right to left. Across your video screen if you're watching Matt Ulmer's live stream on Coast Sports Today Facebook page. Wow, Taj Dweet was wide open under the rim. Jacob Hopping didn't see him right off the inbound before the defense closed. We had to throw it into Lopez. Here's Angelov down low to Thweet, blocked from behind. Angelov the rebound, kicks it to Hopping for 3. Off the iron, no good. Thweet the rebound, no good, but a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
In that first half, Brian, Taj Thweet is a little frustrated. He was 1 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 5. But there he was able to get that offensive rebound, go up and draw the foul.
free throw by Thweet is good. He is 2 for 3 at the line and has 4 points in the game. His second foul shot is also good, and it's Wildwood Catholic leading 22-19.
And Gil Morla picked up his second personal foul, and obviously the first team foul here in the second half against Elizabeth.
Morla up top, and he swings it on the left side to Pierre. Jaden Pierre kicks right side to DJ Watkins. Watkins, a baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, no good, but a foul. Oh, we're going to have an offensive foul. Jordan Price clearing out against Deshaun Lopez. So a turnover after the offensive rebound by Elizabeth.
And I'll tell you what, again, Deshaun Lopez, Brian, sticking his nose in there, making a nice physical type play. I mean, he took the brunt of that for the team, drawing that offensive foul. And that's the first personal foul against Jordan Price. Second team foul against Elizabeth.
Here's Angelov in the backcourt. Brings it up for the Crusaders. Goes to Lopez. Back to Hopping. Hopping top of the key. Hopping swings it over to Lopez. Lopez driving, kicking. 3-ball Thweet is an air ball from the corner. Rebound brought down by Watkins of Elizabeth. He pushes, kicks in the corner. 3-ball on the way. That's an air ball. And it's saved in bounds by Elizabeth, but Wildwood Catholic has it. Here's White, center of the floor. White around the man to the basket. Layup no good, but a foul. And he'll get 2 shots.
I'll tell you what. And that was a good job. You know, Thweet comes up with the defensive rebound, Brian. Takes a couple dribbles, but wisely, he looks to the center of the floor to get it to one of the guards, and it happened to be Jaleel White. White, he takes the ball, and he had Angelov setting up on the other side, on his right side. Thweet running down that left side, but he made the right decision in taking the ball hard to the hole, drawing that foul on DJ Watkins. Watkins picks up his second, team's third.
Here's Jaleel White at the line. We'll get it right. Rebound Thweet on the miss of the second, but he got that shot blocked. Thweet's been a little frustrated tonight. He's only 1 for 8 from the floor. Here's Pierre against Hopping. Takes the ball to the wing, goes around Hopping, and then travels.
I'll tell you what, it was good help side defense by Martin Angelov.
And Zyree Beverly into the game now for Elizabeth, checking in for the first time in the second half. He played quite a bit off the bench in the first as well. Lopez hands to Hopping.
And Jaleel White leads.
Hopping, left side, right side, goes up to Angelov. Angelov between the circles. Takes it right wing. And 5-second violation on Martin Angelov. He couldn't shake free of the defense from Jaden Pierre.
I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a job by Jaden Pierre. You talk about ball hawking. And as you said, he would not get out of the hip pocket of Martin Angelov, and he forces that turnover.
Jaden Pierre with it for Elizabeth on the left side in front of the Elizabeth bench. Being guarded closely by Hopping. Hopping nearly caused a 5-second violation on Elizabeth, but Pierre kicked it over to Watkins. Now it's swung in the corner, loose on the floor. Shot is blocked, but a foul. Jordan Price will go to the line for 2 shots.
And there's a little bit of trash talking going on between Jordan Price and Deshaun Lopez. Lopez was whistled for his first foul, first team foul here in the second half against the Crusaders. And Price will go to the line, Brian, for the Minutemen. And again, the Minutemen just made it to the free throw line 3 times, making 1 in that first half.
Price misses the first foul shot. It's 22-19. Wildwood Catholic leading Elizabeth. Wildwood Catholic has the only point so far of the second half, and that's just 2. Second free throw. That one's good. It's 22-20 now.
And this is exactly the way the second quarter started out. These teams are really, really content on grinding it out, Brian, and slugging it out.
Here's Lopez. Lopez in the corner to Hopping, in the post to White. White spins, little baseline jumper is good. White took advantage of shooting over the 5'9" Pascal Goddard. And Wildwood Catholic has a 4-point lead.
White leads all scorers.
Here's a shot up in the lane is good by DJ Watkins as he pushed it up the floor after that make.
And DJ Watkins, he challenged Taj Sweet. He wasn't worried about getting his shot blocked. He took it right to the 6'8" center and scored the basket.
Lopez to the basket. Got a man in the air, layup, got it. Great move by Deshaun Lopez.
That was a great move. You talk about keeping his feet where he didn't walk. Great pump fake, but he lays it up off the glass and scores the bucket.
Goddard on the left side against Angelov. Goddard kicks over to Watkins into the paint, shot blocked, but a foul. And DJ Watkins will get 2 free throws with Wildwood Catholic holding a 4-point lead, 26-22. 4:28 to go here in the third quarter. That's the second foul on Lopez and the team's second here in the second half.
Yeah, there was an option there. They could have called that foul on Angelov or Lopez, but Lopez gets the foul call, his second, as Brian just said.
Free throw by Watkins is good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Watkins now 2 of 3. That's 10 points for DJ Watkins. He leads all scorers. Now
Watkins sinks both. So now it's Wildwood Catholic with a 2-point lead in the ball. Elizabeth showing some pressure. Here's Angelov. Angelov attacking. Tried to lob to Thweet. It was tipped away. Angelov picked up the loose ball. Lopez to the basket. Kicks out. Hopping top of the key. Hopping drives. He got stripped from behind. And it goes off of Elizabeth and out of bounds.
That ball went off. He did. The ball got poked away from him from behind. And it went right to Jordan Price. But Price was a little too hot to handle. Went off of Price out of bounds. Wildwood Catholic retains possession.
Here's Lopez, top of the key. Kicks out to Angelov. Angelov on the left side, spins toward the basket, goes to the rim. Oh, what a finish by Martin Angelov, right at the left side of the rim.
And that was a strong move, Brian. He was able to hang in the air, protect with his right arm, and use his left to push the ball off the glass.
Here's Price on the left side, kicks it on the right wing to Goddard. Now it is Watkins, top of the key against White. On a switch, Sweet has him now. Watkins kicks. 18-foot jumper on the way by Pierre, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. And 2-point lead for Wildwood Catholic here.
Jaden Pierre,
Lopez.
3 of 8 from the floor, Brian.
Bounce down low, and it's out of bounds. Bad pass by Lopez.
Yeah, that time Lopez was just guilty of trying to force the ball to an area where there wasn't a passing lane. Coach DeWeese wanted him just to rotate it out to the top of the key where Jacob Hopping was wide open.
Pierre bounces to Watkins. Now it's down low in the post to a ceiling Price. That's the second time he's done that. And boomed his way to good position, and he got fouled this time, and will go to the line for 2 shots.
And they're going to call that foul on Tommy Belanson, the senior. Belanson, he picks up his third team foul. 2:59 to play here in the third quarter. It's Wildwood Catholic 28, Elizabeth 26.
Free throw by Price is good.
And Jordan Price now 2 of 3. He has 8 points. 2 of 3 from the line. He will get 1 more.
And second one's also good. So we're tied at 28 with 2:59 to go in the third quarter. Hopping center of the floor to White. White is fouled. And White got away, buddy, with not stepping to the basketball. It was almost a turnover, but his length was able to corral the ball and drew contact.
And, yeah, Jordan Price picks up his second personal.
Here's White in the corner. White looking for Thweet in the post, can't get it there. Here's Hopping, back to White on the left side. 2:50 to go in the period, we're tied at 28. White into the paint, tried to tip it out to Balanson. It's loose on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball.
And possession arrow in favor of the Minutemen. We're tied at 28, 2:41 to play in the third quarter. And this is high school basketball action. We are at Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. And there's multiple ways to be either listening or viewing this basketball game tonight.
Check CoSportsToday.com or the CoSports Today Facebook page, as well as the Matt OCNJ YouTube feed. A delay here as they try to wipe some of the perspiration off the floor. It's very warm in the gym here, and we've had multiple stoppages over the last few games. Every time a player goes to the floor, it gets awfully wet, and they're bringing a crew out each time to try to dry some of that up. And now we're ready to go. Here comes Pierre against Hopping. Goes right side to Price. Kicked up high to Watkins. Watkins, great backdoor feed, and the reverse layup is good by Jaden Pierre. And Elizabeth now with the lead. They've scored 6 straight. 30-28. Minutemen of Elizabeth on top. Hopping to the basket. Left-handed layup is good. Timeout, Wildwood Catholic. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Holy Spirit High School, Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbotten, and Seagull Classic. We've got a real good one here. 2:08 to go, third quarter, tied at 30. Glad you could join us on 98.7 The Coast or the live video stream provided by Ulmer's Appliance for all of your appliance repair needs in Cape May County. 609-368-4444. Elizabeth with the basketball in a tie game. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Jaden Pierre working against Jacob Hopping. Pierre with the left-handed dribble. Pierre stops, pops, got it from 10 feet. Help side was late coming. Pierre did the smart thing, didn't want to take on Jaleel White. So he just pulled up, knocked down the short jumper. Elizabeth by 2. Here's White over to Angelov. Angelov to Hopping. Hopping drives in the paint, kicks out to White. White, baseline 3, got it!
I'll tell you, that was a good kick out, good recognition by Jacob Hopping, Brian. And
White under control.
Yes. And White was there, left side, feet set, and stroked it home.
Jordan Pierre down the lane, spins out, got his own rebound, lost it, and Wildwood Catholic has it. Here's White, up to Hopping on the left side. Center of the floor to White. White down the lane to the basket, lost it going up, and they're going to say it went off of Jaleel White and out of bounds.
Coach Dave DeWeese is really letting the official know there's no way he could have lost that ball without being grabbed.
I think what happened was Price lost the ball down this end, buddy, and I think a foul very easily could have been called. I thought Price had his arm pulled, so the official down the other end says, hey, we let it go down that end, we're going to let it go down this end, and we're all even, and that's good officiating. Here's Jaden Pierre for Elizabeth. Wildwood Catholic a 1-point lead after Jaleel White's three-pointer. Couple of possessions to go. Great backdoor pass and a foul on Todd Thweet against Pascal Doddard. That's not a good foul by Thweet. Doddard is the smallest player on the floor. Thweet would have done well just to stick his arms straight up and go for rather than go for the block, and he brought his arms down and really bailed Doddard out. Doddard will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that will be the 3rd personal foul against Taj Thweet. 4th team foul against Wildwood Catholic.
And here is a couple of subs into the game. Actually, just one. Zyree Beverly for Elizabeth. Pascal Doddard to the line. This is his first trip there. He tied the game on the first free throw. Second free throw forthcoming. And that one is good.
And that's Doddard's first 2 points of the game.
Oh, here's a steal. Lazy pass by White. Doddard in the paint, no good. White the rebound for Wildwood Catholic. White pushing for the Crusaders. White, offensive foul. White used his off arm to push off the defender.
And that's going to be the 2nd personal foul on White. 5th team foul.
Well, Wildwood Catholic fans didn't like the call. Neither did Dave DeWeese. But I just happened to be taking a video clip, and White definitely used his off arm to push off the defender. It was a pretty easy call by the official, to be honest with you. Elizabeth with the basketball here. Trying to inbound. Having some trouble. They finally get it in to Watkins to the basket. This layup is good. Wow. 30 seconds to go in the period. Elizabeth by 3.
DJ Watkins now with 13.
Delanson kicks to White. White holds. 15 seconds to go in the period. Now we have a foul away from the ball. And this is going to go against Doddard. I think Pascal Doddard pushed Lopez out of bounds as he was trying to cut across the baseline.
And that is going to be the call, and Doddard's going to pick up his 3rd. So that's going to be the 5th team foul.
Wildwood Catholic inbounding. They got it to White. White spins, scores, and is fouled.
Now that was a very easy call for the official, because that was a good inbounds play, a very good entry pass to White, and White with a strong spin move, and Jordan Price had him wrapped up. 12 was able to power through.
12 seconds to go in the period. It is 36-35 Elizabeth. And Jaleel White will go to the line for 1 shot here to try to tie the game. Free throw's no good. Rebound brought down by Elizabeth. This is Evan Perez. Gives it off to DJ Watkins. Swung over to Perez, back to Watkins. Watkins a deep 3, short, rebound hopping, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. After 3, Wildwood Catholic trailing Elizabeth 36-35. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Okay, we are back at Holy Spirit High School for the Seagull Classic. Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbont, 36-35. Elizabeth on top of Wildwood Catholic. Number 3, Elizabeth. Number 5, Wildwood Catholic. Those are the rankings in the state. This is without a doubt the marquee matchup of day 1 here at the Seagull Classic. And there's plenty of games here tomorrow as well, if you want to check it out at Holy Spirit High School.
So Wildwood Catholic possession out in their favor to start this fourth quarter.
They get it in the corner to White. White comes up top to Zarfati. Right side Lopez to Angelov. Back to Lopez. Swung over to White. In the corner Zarfati. White looking for a crease. Can't get it. Got it to Zarfati. Zarfati high post to Thweet. Thweet at the left elbow. Nearly lost it. Picked up the loose ball, then lost it again out of bounds. Josh Thweet, buddy, a couple of times tonight has been guilty of not being strong with the basketball in traffic.
Well, out there on the elbow, he really thought that he got fouled, but nonetheless, yes, you're right. He tried to continue with the basketball down the lane, and that's when he lost it.
Up top, 3 ball on the way. No good, but a foul. And Jordan Price is going to get 3 shots here.
And White is going to pick up his 3rd personal foul, 6th team foul.
And now we have another delay as one of the officials here from Holy Spirit back out on the floor, wiping up some perspiration with a towel. And going to the line here will be Jordan Price for Elizabeth. His team ahead by 1. He's going to get 3 shots here. He was fouled on a 3-point shot.
He's 3 of 4 from the line so far in tonight's game. He has 9 points.
Price in and out on the first.
And DJ Watkins leads leads the Minutemen with 13, followed by Jaden Pierre with 10.
Second free throw is also no good.
And right now, Jordan Price stuck on 9, now 3 of 6 from the foul line.
36-35, Elizabeth on top, 7:25 to go in the fourth quarter. That free throw is good. So now Wildwood Catholic facing a 2-point deficit. Deshaun Lopez for the Crusaders.
And now the Minutemen have 3 players in double digits, Brian. Wildwood Catholic just 1.
Lopez with it. Takes the ball to the left side. Holds, looks back door, nothing open. Goes to Angelov on the left side. Angelov lobs in the post to White. White kicks back to Angelov, top of the key. Head and shoulders move, goes back to White. White driving down the lane, kicks to Angelov. Angelov for 3. Off the iron, no good. Thweet, no good on the follow. And the rebound is brought down by Zyree Beverly. And here comes Elizabeth running. Watkins picks up a loose ball on the right wing, settles his team down, and now we have a timeout called by Phil Colicchio and Elizabeth. Full timeout on the floor, 6:41 to go. Elizabeth by 2. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast.
Looking for something to enjoy this holiday season? Visit Willow Creek Winery on Stevens Street, Cape May. Holiday happenings are enjoyed.
Wildwood Catholic has 1, and that's White with 14. After that, Thweet has 5, Deshaun Lopez has 5, and Angelov has 4. Somebody's got to get hot in this last 5:53 for the Crusaders and help White. You know, they need that second or third scorer because, you know, obviously, you know, it's right there on the stat sheet. You cannot win a basketball game with those types of numbers.
Jacob Hopping for Wildwood Catholic, Pascal Doddard for Elizabeth back into the game. Here's White for a 1-and-1. Free throw is good. And Jaleel White is 3 for 6 from the line.
That last foul was on DJ Watkins. That was his 3rd, team's 7th.
Second free throw rolls home. And it's a 2-point game with 5:50 to go. 39-37. Here comes Jaden Pierre for Elizabeth. Fakes a dribble handoff with Watkins. Still holding the dribble. Jaden Pierre had traveled with it. Now we have a foul called against Jacob Hopping. And that's going to send Pierre to the line for a 1-and-1.
Jacob Hopping is going to pick up his 3rd foul.
Late whistle, buddy. But it's one of those whistles where Hopping's swipe at the ball, free throw is missed. Hopping's swipe at the ball caused contact and caused the player to travel. So the whistle has to be blown. They didn't want to call that foul. Free throw was missed, however, and it's Wildwood Catholic trailing by 2 with the basketball.
And 2 officials had the exact same call, and they did the proper thing in waiting.
Here's Angelov, bounces to White. White on the floor, top of the key. Takes it left side, spins into the lane, jump hook, short, got his own rebound, off the glass and good as he was falling to the deck. And we're tied at 39.
And now Jaleel White with 18 points.
And he's 6 for 8 from the field in the game. Jordan Pierre. Now it's swung over to Jaden Pierre. Jordan Price, I should have said. Down low, blocked. Second shot blocked. Third shot, and he's fouled. Well, Wildwood Catholic, good interior defense, but they couldn't come up with the defensive rebound. And eventually you're playing with fire in there, buddy. You're not going to get, eventually if you're giving up that many rebounds, you're going to end up fouling someone.
Well, they were lucky there too because Lopez ended up picking up the foul. And Deshaun, that's his 3rd instead of it being whistled on White. Something must have gotten into the eye of Taj Thweet because he literally had to walk away up the lane, Brian, while the play was still going on.
He may have been inadvertently poked in the eye. Jordan Price makes the free throw, gives Elizabeth the lead again at 40-39 with 4:44 to go in the 4th period. Second free throw is also good, and it's 41-39, Elizabeth on top. Martin Angelov bounces over to Lopez. Catholic trailing by 2, they need a bucket. Lopez right side to Hopping, top of the key. Hopping squares up against DJ Watkins, takes it left side to the basket. Left-handed shot off the glass, no good. Tipped up by Thweet, no good. How did that not go in? And here comes Elizabeth. Watkins around Angelov, rejected by White, but a foul. And see who this is against.
Yeah, let's see.
They call it against Jaleel White.
And White's going to pick up his 4th. 4:15 left to play. That's going to send Watkins back to the line to shoot 2. Watkins 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. He leads the Minutemen now with 14 points.
And he can make it a 2-possession game with 4:15 to go. If he makes this one, he does. So it's 43-39. Elizabeth on top. Deshaun Lopez up across the division line, top of the key, goes right side to White. White down the lane, floater, got the friendly roll, and he pulled up in the middle of the lane, buddy, to avoid committing the charge. Nice play by Jaleel White.
And that was a nice fingertip jump shot that he put in, using that finesse.
2-point basketball game. Here's Price, goes right side to Pierre. Pierre to Doddard behind a screen at the top of the key. Now it's left side to Price. Price up top to Watkins. Watkins, couple crossover dribbles. Steps over to the left side and gives it up to Doddard. And now we have a whistle. It looks like somebody may have thrown, I don't know if somebody threw something on the floor or if something came, it might have been a piece of tape that came off of a player's body. So they blow the whistle smartly, and they'll reset play. Elizabeth will inbound the ball.
That's exactly what it looked like. One of the players lost a piece of athletic tape.
Yes.
And the officials wanted to get it off the floor.
Especially because it was down near the basket area, and you don't want someone slipping on that. Here's Pierre out of the inbound, down the lane, floater, no good. Rebound, Deshaun Lopez for Catholic. Got it to Hopping, up the three, and he'll stuff it with both hands. And we are tied at 43 with 3:11 to go. Timeout on the floor. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast.
Hi, Mark from the Mad Batter Restaurant at Carolvilla Hotel. Cape May's non-traditional tradition since 1976, celebrating over 40 years of family, food, and fun.
The Mad Batter serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. The Mad Batter has been voted the best happy hour in Cape May for 6 years in a row now. So stop in from 3 till 6 for half-price drinks and a light fare menu. Plus, live music nightly at the bar.
The Mad Batter, 19 Jackson Street in the heart of Cape May. Look for our year-round front porch overlooking historic Jackson Street, 609-884-5970.
It's high school basketball, streaming live on Coast Sports Today.
All right, back at Holy Spirit, Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbot, and we are tied at 43. A terrific lead pass from Jacob Hopping, set up Taj Thweet for the wide-open, two-handed monster dunk to tie the game with 3:11 to go.
And Brian, it started with the defensive rebound by Deshaun Lopez.
Yes, it did.
He passed ahead to Hopping. Hopping passed ahead to Thweet.
You're driving to the basket is Watkins, and it's a turnover. And Wildwood Catholic has it. They can take the lead. Lopez to Angelov. Lobbed in the corner to White. White back to Angelov. Angelov on the right wing. Dribble handoff with White. Kicks it back out to Lopez. Lopez holds, goes to White. White to Angelov. Now it's swung on the near side to Hopping. Hopping looking down low. Crossover dribble into the paint. Kicks it out to White. White top of the key. Bounces over to Thweet in the corner. Thweet, a baseline drive to the basket. No good. Rebound batted around, and Elizabeth comes out of there with it.
Wow.
And they lose it out of bounds as an Elizabeth player slips on the floor. Again, we've had problems with a wet floor here, and that was Watkins slipping and falling out of bounds. So, kind of an unforced turnover there.
Yeah, well, definitely, an unforced turnover, and that's what they've been worried about, and doing a good job as a staff here, Brian.
Forced by a wet floor, really.
Yeah. But the bottom
line, it wasn't
line,
necessarily unforced, just wasn't forced by Wildwood Catholic.
all right, I agree. And the staff here for Holy Spirit High School in the Seagull tournament, they've done a great job in trying to keep this floor playable.
Here's Wildwood Catholic out of the inbound. They can take the lead with a basket here. Martin Angelov spins, driving to the basket. Angelov off the glass, no good. Rebound goes off of Elizabeth and out of bounds.
Well, you got to like that move. That was a good, strong move by Angelov. He just didn't get the ball up high enough off the glass to get it over the rim. Then Thweet comes in.
Catholic to inbound.
Almost gets the offensive rebound, but knocks it off a Minuteman player.
Lopez to Angelov, stripped from behind, loose on the floor. Hopping, and we have a jump ball. Possession to Elizabeth.
2:04 to play. in this basketball game.
Buddy, the coaches, I think, are getting frustrated with their kids with the turnovers. I think some of them is because it's just so humid in this gym. I think the ball's wet. And you see the officials at just about every stoppage are grabbing a towel and trying to dry the ball off as well. And, you just hope that, a wet ball or some kind of slip on the floor doesn't decide this game. I mean, we're tied at 43 with 2:04 to go in the fourth quarter.
No, yeah, absolutely. You want it to be a play, a fair play, and that doesn't mean, a fair play either way.
Right.
And, you hate to see it be a mishap.
Here is Elizabeth. Wildwood Catholic showing zone pressure here. Pascal Doddard dribbles around the double team, takes it baseline, comes all the way over to the other side of the floor, and passes it out to Watkins. Watkins sets it back up with Jaden Pierre. Pierre goes left side to Jordan Price. Price against White. Back to Pierre. Right side Watkins into the paint, kicks out. Doddard goes to Price, top of the key against White. Price driving, that's an offensive foul. What a great defensive play by Jaleel White.
And Jaleel White makes that play, Brian, with 4 fouls.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about, a coin toss type call? Because they can go against you.
The Elizabeth coaching staff doesn't like that call. That's an obvious offensive foul. He established legal guarding position, and Price threw his shoulder right into the chest of White.
And that foul, that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Jordan Price.
And with 1:27 to go, Wildwood Catholic can take the lead on this possession. We're tied at 43. Deshaun Lopez takes it left side, goes to Jacob Hopping, top of the key. Hopping holds, lobs in the post to Thweet. Thweet going to work, turns, jump hook, no good. Rebound, battle for, here comes Elizabeth to the basket, layup blocked by White, but the rebound is brought up and put in by Beverly. White up to Hopping. Hopping a baseline drive, and he lost it out of bounds.
And Coach Dave DeWeese for Wildwood Catholic is absolutely irate with the official.
I don't know where Hopping was going there, buddy. I mean, that's just not a good decision there. Elizabeth by 2, going to the basket. Shot up is no good. Rebound Lopez. Lopez loses it. Layup is good by Price. And Elizabeth leads by 4 with 39 seconds to go.
Wow, and that was a big turn of events right there. It looked like Wildwood Catholic came up with a big defensive stop, but they were unable to hold on to the defensive rebound.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast.
High school sports. And would like
head coach of the Wildwood Catholic high school basketball team. I'd like to congratulate Brian, Buddy, and everyone at 98.7 The Coast for their excellent 25 years of Cape May County high school basketball coverage.
Elizabeth by 4, and Wildwood Catholic nearly turned it over again. Right off the inbound. Elizabeth by 4, 47-43 with 36 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lopez back to Hopping. Hopping swings it to Angelov. Angelov across the division line. Hands off to White. Back to Angelov. Angelov top of the key. Goes over to Lopez. Lopez to Angelov. Over to White. White for 3. Short. Rebound is going off of Elizabeth and out of bounds. Originally ruled off of Wildwood Catholic. The officials have come together now. And they're going to give it to Wildwood Catholic. 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, well, that was definitely the right call. And the original call, as you said, was going the other way to the Minutemen.
Hopping to inbound.
Still
Wildwood Catholic down by 4. Got it to 3. Backdoor layup is good. Timeout Wildwood Catholic with 15.7 seconds remaining. And we will keep it right here. 47-45. Wildwood Catholic trailing Elizabeth with 15.7 to go. Elizabeth will have the ball out of this timeout.
And Coach Phil Colicchio for the Minutemen and for Elizabeth, he wasn't happy with that turn of events.
Yeah, that the center official came in and overruled the lead official. I mean, from our vantage point, which isn't a great angle, we're at half court. This happened along the baseline. It looked like it did go out off of Elizabeth.
Well, everywhere, the force, the way the play went, you know, it appeared, as you said, from here, that it definitely went off the Minutemen. And, you know, to the referees' credit, they did come together and, you know, they discussed it and then they made what looked like to be the proper call. And that being said, 15.7 seconds left, Brian. Still plenty of time, but Wildwood Catholic cannot afford to let a lot of time come off the clock right now.
Well, next foul by Wildwood Catholic will send Elizabeth to the line for 2 shots. Possession arrow, in case Wildwood Catholic gets a tie-up, is in the Crusaders' favor.
And that is very important at this stage of the game. Obviously, every possession right now is going to be monumental.
Elizabeth to inbound. Having trouble, and we have a timeout called. Timeout called from the bench. And Elizabeth will still have possession.
And that was very close to a 5-second call, but I believe Elizabeth did a good job, the coaching staff, of getting that timeout called. Now, Brian, when they're able to put this ball back in, they still have the ability to run the sideline?
Well, the indication from the one official is that they can't run the sideline, but they can. It was after a made basket. Timeout was called while they were trying to inbound. And now we have an assistant coach for Elizabeth who's all the way on the floor. Here we go.
Yeah, that was quite interesting.
Inbounding is Elizabeth. Having some trouble again. They get it in. It's knocked out of bounds by Jaleel White.
Just 0.4 of a second went off the clock.
Yeah, but the important thing is here, Elizabeth now can't run the end line. Having some trouble, and they call a timeout. They couldn't get it in again.
Now that's the third timeout they've called just here in this sequence. And unfortunately, we don't have track of the timeouts. And again, the possession arrow in Wildwood Catholic's favor. Right here, right now, it's 47-45. Elizabeth will have to inbound under their basket again.
Each team, buddy, has one timeout remaining in the game.
Each team has one timeout left. Thank you to the gentleman at the scorer's table that picked up on Brian's frantic wave and relayed the information.
I look like an air traffic control.
The only thing you needed was the orange cones.
Yes. Elizabeth by 2. Elizabeth to inbound. They're going to throw it deep. Going to the basket, and the layup is good by Watkins, and that might do it. 9 seconds to go. Here's Angelov. Angelov kicks to Hopping. Hopping for 3. Short. Buzzer sounds, and Elizabeth wins it 49-47.
And Coach Dave DeWeese, he's asking his player that was guarding the guy that leaked long for the layup, what were you thinking? What were you doing? And obviously, there was because he denied that three inbounds in a row. He denied that, Brian. But that fourth time, they got that Hail Mary, whatever you want to call it, and he was wide open, and he was able to finish. Was the Washington Township Minutemen.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, Washington Township's the Minutemen too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Elizabeth Minutemen, they were able to finish and secure their victory 49-45.
All right, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and wrap this one up right back after this on 98.7 The Coast.
Take some time to start taking care of yourself with a little help of the Avalon Department of Recreation.